Greetings, peace and blessings. I'm Richard Taylor, and I'm back with another story concerning another officer involved shooting. Now, this happened in Durham, North Carolina, early Sunday morning at a Food Line parking lot. Now, the story goes that the police came to investigate a car club racing in the parking lot. And the police say when they got there, the individuals who were racing in the cars started throwing objects and bottles at the police car. Now, the police said that they got out of the car and then they began to chase one individual. And you probably can finish the storyline yourself. What happened? The individual was running. The individual pulled out a gun, and the cop started shooting. This individual was a 16-year-old by the name of Joshua Garcia, 16 years old. And Mr. Garcia did survive. He was shot twice by the officer. Now, family members of the victim, I would say, one family member, Jamie Guetta, says that his nephew was shot in the back. Now, fortunately, once again, that this young gentleman has survived. The officers are of course, placed on administrative leave pending investigation. And so even though, and this person has the name of Hispanic, Latin descent, whatever you want to call them, but this is another assault, once again, on a quote-unquote minority. Once again, I have never heard of any white person or white teen that runs from the police and, get shot. Now, there may be some, but, this is more prevalent in the black and brown communities, as they say, than in any other community. Now, I want you to listen to this news article and how they describe the scene. And I'm going to stop it when we get to some points that I think need to be pointed out. But first of all, once again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe the video. And then we'll be right back after this short message.
From local stories to Wayne County news, get ready to dive into everything happening in North Carolina with Taylor House Publishing. Got a story to share? Shoot us an email at taylorpublishinghouse@gmail.com. If you're looking to publish your book or need some top-notch mentorship, we've got your back. Join the excitement with the one and only Richard Taylor, right here at Taylor House Publishing. Speak with Richard directly at 919-587-7782. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and invite your family and friends to watch.
From Wayne County to the Carolina coast, Taylor House brings the news you love most. Tune in on YouTube, don't miss a beat. Local stories that keep you on your feet.
Taylor House, we got the scoop.
Taylor House Publishing.
Durham police say they recovered a handgun at the scene where a 16-year-old was shot by an officer. Today, police shared that new update and information on the charges that teenager is facing.
The 16-year-old has been identified by his family as Joshua Garcia. Police say they filed a juvenile petition against him for multiple charges, including with a firearm on a law enforcement officer, possession of a handgun by a minor, and resisting an officer. WR's Monica Casey is following this story and joins us live from the area where it happened. Monica, you spoke with the teenager's family. What did they tell you?
All right, let's stop right there. What did they start the article with, the video with again? The teenager and charge. The teenager is facing charges of, a handgun, having a handgun and pointing it at an officer, right? They then went on to list the charges that they are going to petition the court to have filed against the 16-year-old. Already starting the officer as painting this young 16-year-old who was running away from the police as the bad guy. Not the police officer who shot him in the back, but the team who was running away and reportedly had a gun, pulled the gun out, and the rest of the story. So I want people to realize that that is a evil narrative that they start this article off with. Not that the fact that the young man was shot and, possibly shot in the back. Anytime you shoot somebody in the back, that is evidence of not being a threat. But let's continue with this article.
Garcia's family tells me he was shot in the back. Durham police have not confirmed that, but they do say the teenager was shot twice. I'm told Garcia's vital signs are stable and he's still recovering in the hospital. Now, security camera footage from these businesses shows the shooting happened right in this area.
16-year-old Joshua Garcia is recovering in the hospital after he was shot by a Durham police officer. Chief Patrice Andrews says when officers responded to a call about a car club race at this shopping center in South Durham, people began throwing objects at them.
The officer left his vehicle to then confront the subject that was identified as the one being throwing objects, and a brief foot pursuit occurred within the shopping center.
Andrew.
All right, and there's another point that I want to point out. Durham has been known, I went to school in Durham, I went to actual North Carolina Central, but Durham has been known to have a large black legal presence, police presence, and judicial presence, in leadership presence. So there you see a black lady giving the narrative, and as you see, she's definitely reading from a script, and all of the I haven't seen the whole press conference, but I can just imagine what she says during the press conference. But this is another tactic I think is used to mask the intention of harming black and brown people, is putting a black sheriff or a black mayor or a black police officer in charge of things. But let's continue.
Andrew says that suspect had a handgun, refused to drop it, and raised the gun before he was shot. In this zoomed-in surveillance video, you see a person fall down, get back up, and run away. You hear what sounds like the firing of a weapon. You can also hear the revving of a vehicle in the background. DPD has identified the officer involved as Corporal Rex McQueen, an 18-year veteran. He's been placed on administrative leave. That's standard in an investigation into a shooting like this. The SBI and DPD's Standards Division are investigating.
I asked Durham police if they will petition the court to release the body-worn camera footage of this incident. They'd need permission from a judge to make that video public. DPD tells me they will not petition the court to release that video. WRAL will. Live in Durham, Monica Casey, WRAL News.
All right, so there you have once again another disturbing part of the video. As you heard the news anchor say, that we have asked Durham police if they would petition the court to release the body cam footage, and they said they would not. Why would not they? If it happened the way that the officers said it happened, then what would be the issue with releasing that footage? Unless you have something to hide, unless it didn't happen the way you said it happened. Now you can clearly see from what little bit they showed us that, the guy was running and he fell. There was no, pulling out a weapon and pointing it at the police. And so that's probably why they are failing to release the footage. And then of course, you heard them say that the SBI and the MBI and all of those people are going to be investigating the case, which, once again, I've never heard the SBI or any of these agencies go against the police officer. There may be some instances, but in most cases, they're going to rule that the shooting was justified because their job is to protect that entity, not the individuals who may have been hurt in that case. So guess we're going to be looking at this a little more. I do have some people in the Durham area that I may be able to talk about, but this young man seems to be another victim of an all too familiar epidemic that is going around the country. Now, my advice to anyone right now would be just don't run from the police, because they're going to say, hey, they felt threatened, hey, they thought they saw a weapon, and hey, you're going to get executed in the back. So this is something that I would suggest people not do.
Something went wrong, please.
But nevertheless, 919-587-7782. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this video in the comments. And most of all, stay safe out there when you're encountering police. Peace and blessings. Y'all have a blessed day.
Join the excitement with the one and only Richard Taylor, right here at Taylor House Publishing. Speak with Richard directly at 919-587-7782. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and invite your family and friends to watch.
From Wayne County to the Carolina coast, Taylor House brings the news you love most. Tune in on YouTube, don't miss a beat. Local stories that keep you in your feet.
Taylor House, we got the scoop.
Taylor House Publishing.